Hello and welcome to myStock Tutorials with Shane. In this video we will be going through departments. What are departments? What are they used for? And how can we create new departments? So let's take a look at this. If you go to your settings and your departments, you'll be brought to the departments page. This page shows all the departments which hold stock items. It's where the user can view, edit, and rearrange the sequencing of their departments, as well as add new departments to best fit the business's needs. So let's take a look here. As you can see, I have rearranged and sequenced my departments in such a way that allows me to have full use and better use of my stock. If you see here, I can select expand all. As you can see that I have sequenced my products into their overall departments, so department heads, and then I have got some sub departments. I've chosen to do this, and we highly recommend that our clients choose this sequencing, as it will allow them to maximize the use of myStock, and it will be much easier to use when you have sequenced them as such. So if you say, for example, have a kitchen department and you have got multiple different types of departments that will go into your kitchen. Say, for example, you might have baking goods, or you might have kitchen dry stores. You can have departments such as these, and you can add them into your kitchen department. So if I collapse this, as you can see, I have already created a department here called produced, and I would like to put these two departments within this department. Okay, so how do we do that? You simply go and select the department that you wish to move into the other department. I click and hold, and I can drag it across into that department. Once I drop it, you'll see that it has been now moved into produced. I can simply take the other one, and I can simply click and hold and drag it across. As you can see, that the department that it's going into will be highlighted with a blue square around it, and I can simply drop it there. Now that I can see that it is now sequenced correctly the way I want it to, and if I am happy that my department sequencing is all correct and how I choose to have it, the next important key step to do that is very, very important is you need to go and save sequence. If you do not save the sequence, then it will simply refresh if you go out of the page, and they will not be sequenced within these departments. As you can see, if I don't select save sequence and I can simply hit the refresh button over here, you will see that those have now been removed from the produced. So it is very important to drag them across. Once you're happy with where they are, you go and save sequence. It will show updating sequence, and then it will say save successful. Once it is saved successfully, you can see that is now inside there. They are all sequenced as I wish, and that is what it looks like once they are collapsed. You can expand them all, and that is how it will look. So this is a great feature that myStock. Next, I will show you how to deactivate a department as well as creating a new department. So say there comes a time in the year where you have seasonal departments, whether it's a winter or summer departments, and you would like to deactivate them as you no longer need them, or just in case or in fact that you do not need a department anymore. You can simply go by selecting on any of the departments, and you can go and deactivate them over here. Once you select no and you select save, it will deactivate that specific department from the departments list. Please always ensure that once you have saved the deactivation, to always select save sequence. Once you save the sequence, it will be no longer available. If you would like to see the inactive department, you simply go and select the inactive toggle, and it will show any of your departments that are not active anymore over here amongst all the rest of your departments. So that is how you deactivate your departments. So let's take a look at creating a new department. If I want to create a new department, I select that new department button on the right. I can input the department name, set it to active, and then I need to input, if I need one, I can input a target GP margin percentage. So what does a target GP margin percentage mean? It means that if you put a percentage of, say, 70%, that means that all the items that are within that department will have a 70% target margin. You can input your account settings in here, and you can select which active locations, stock locations, this department will be active in. You can select them by choosing any one of them over here, and then you can select save, and that will save that department in all those locations that you choose. So let's take a quick look at some of the GP margins here. So if I had to look at, for example, a beers department, you will see that I have a 80% GP margin percentage on this department beers. So if I go to my beers department in myStock, you will see that all those products have a GP margin of 80%. So let's take a look at the rest of myStock and how the departments look. If we go to our stock inquiries, and I select over here where it says please select a department, the way I've sequenced my departments on my department page, you will see it is set up like that. I can collapse these specific departments, and it makes it much easier flow. Whereas if I just have all my departments and not sequenced, it can get quite a lot. So as you can see, I have nicely sequenced all of my departments to my liking. So let's take a quick look at the beers department that had an 80% GP. If I select my beers and I search for them, if I select either one of these items and I open it up, you will see that I have got my 80% GP. So that means that every single item in this department has got an 80% GP margin percentage. When you are creating purchase orders or requisitions or anything of the sort, you will see that you can select your suppliers over here, and then you can also search via your departments. So that is why sequencing is very important for departments. It makes the flow of myStock work much better, and that is departments.